Hello, welcome to CLSB Politics. Sean Briscoe speaking. It's election day. I'm so happy. It's always an adventure. I've been on this adventure many, many times, and it's always fun. Every election day is its own weird little nerd political Christmas. Sometimes you get coal, and sometimes you get presents. Um, I wanted just to get on with all of you and just say I've got a bunch of new subscribers. Thank you, Linda, and Danny and everybody. I had a great time on their shows. We talked about all sorts of crazy stuff. I'm sure they got comments. If my audio is a little off today, I apologize. My microphone's not with me, and it usually is. Uh, so I just want to talk about a couple of things about what's going on today. So it's Happy Election Day, yay! And so we're going to talk about what's kind of happening today. Today is the weirdest part, and I apologize, can't turn my phone off. Not today. Today is a weird day in field. I think I talked about it the other day or yesterday on Linda's show or Danny's, I forget which one. Anyway, when a data director gets on election day, there's no more future, and all you've been doing is projecting future, which is most of your job, and you have very little past left because you've been keeping up, hopefully, with all of your numbers and crunching. So now it's like today is this weird little, I can't really do anything until we're done, and no one's going to really care for 2 days. So, yeah, so that's kind of my weird election day thing. I'd also like to talk about it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to post this immediately. I'd like to talk about what's going on the floor. What Cory Booker's up to. He has now been filibustering for I think we're up to about 17, maybe 18 hours now. That's a I looked up the record. It was some crazy racist senator back in the 50s who didn't like the Civil Rights Act. He filibustered for 24 hours and 18 minutes. I'll bet Cory's in better shape than some old white dude from the South any day. So he might be able to pull it off, break the record, whatever. What is a filibuster? All right, a lot of people have been asking, and you can Google it. But basically, you hold the floor. A movie I would highly recommend, one of my favorites as a kid, and I realized I was different the moment that the teacher announced that the movie we were watching was Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and I was the only excited person in the room. And that was, I think, fifth grade. So that kind of tells you where I've kind of been my whole life. But anyway, Cory Booker is basically holding the floor. Nothing's going to move. Nothing. He's got to remain standing unless he's taking a question. So you'll have some of his friends, like Elizabeth Warren and a few others, that have come in and asked very long questions, allowing Cory Booker to sit down, rest his feet, but he can't leave the chamber, I don't believe. So I'm imagining at this point he's definitely wearing a diaper. But Wendy Davis did it in Texas. She had a bag inserted, if you know what I mean. So politicians don't play. This is some big game. And he's looking tired. I mean, this is happening right now. Brother Cory's looking a little tired there. But he's doing great. Love it. It's first time I haven't been emailed or called in the last 3 months asking where's the leadership at. I mean, I like Cory. I don't think I see a Booker for president necessarily, but he's definitely he's doing heavy lifting right now. And I mean, when I woke up this morning, he was still going, got me going. And I'm happy to be here in Wisconsin doing the work I'm doing, knowing that there's people like that doing some other pretty real work. Real quick, If you like the stuff that I talk about on my channel, like and subscribe. A lot of you already have. I'm really close to 4,000 again. I was at 4,000, above 4,000. The election happened and people checked out, and I get it. No hard feelings. Me too. I wish I could check out. They don't ever. I'm not allowed to check out. But like and subscribe. You guys have been great. If you like to support this channel, we have a PayPal at CLSP Politics. Go ahead and feel free, $5, whatever. What I generally do is I spend that on because people always ask. I'm like, don't have a huge research department. I do have a couple people that do some GIS work for me, and I'll use that money for them for research purposes. But mostly it's subscriptions, paywalls for me to get access to different polling and New York Times stuff like that. Anyway, that's what you get. You let me do a better job. I appreciate it. Really quick, I haven't done a poll in a hot minute, and I got some polls here. Really, it's just one that they kind of broke down in a couple ways. So any one of you watched any of my polling videos before this was like, listen, I know for a fact you don't like polls that are less than 1,200 sample size, blah, 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 blah. I agree. 1,200 is ideal. This one's 542, not huge. But what's most important thing is the plus or minus is 4. So what this has, this 5346 is a +3. Now, I mean, it says +7 because that's what the poll says. But it could be, it's a good, it shows. I'd rather be on this side of this poll than the other side, put it that way. They also kind of broke down a little bit of the unfavorable and favorables, and what was kind of interesting about 46% of the people said that they had the same opinion of Schimmel as they do Crawford. But overall, favorability rating for Crawford is 52 and Schimmel's 43. I think that's pretty solid. And it kind of, if you go back and you look at this, you can kind of see there's some correlation there. But anyway, just want to, thank Cory for what he's doing. I think he's doing a great job. I hope everyone pays attention tonight. I might do a video from a watch party in Green Bay. Unfortunately, it won't be live, but I'll do it from my phone and see if I can talk to a few people and see if they have anything interesting to say. But yeah, all right. I'll see everyone on the other side. You have a good day.